topics. Number one is Lions Park senior citizen, address senior citizen aspects. One is the computers.
Yes.
Computers are grossly outdated. I would recommend new computers, at least for Lions Park, if not Gilmore. And the other thing is that we update them. I think we should have scanners. Two, printers. They do not have printers, and if paper is concerned, people can bring their own paper. So, but anyway, also the other thing we addressed in the past that so far hasn't been looked at, it is a senior citizen center. There are senior citizens who have macular degeneration. I've lost a hearing in my left ear. We need to consider hearing impaired and visually impaired senior citizens. We've already done it to some extent on our own, but I think in the budget there has to be something concerning with that. The other big issue is we think we should have a high-speed Wi-Fi. In this day and age, there's no reason that it can't be throughout the building. And we've been told that possibly it was coming, but anyway, we'd like to put it in the budget. So the other is some of the rooms. It's a beautiful center, well-designed, but like anything, once people start using it, you find the defects in the design. The high-tech room is only one high-tech room. So when they come in with the senior citizen AARP, their driving course, their free tax program, that room is tied up for a long period of time. For those people who need the high-tech, which is me, plus others, we need a good big monitor, we need a DVD player, and hopefully we can get their smart TV monitor so it can tie into the Wi-Fi system. In the other room, and that's in another room, that room is fine, but we need more than just that one, especially when it's tied up for a long period of time. The other room is well designed, and I really don't understand why they would put blinds on one window and not the other. And I don't think that's a major issue, but we need blinds facing the street. Because it's very difficult to do a lot of things. Teach, for example, high tech, when all that glare is coming in from the street. So, okay, Gilmore Center. Gilmore Center is old, and I think we know that what we have in Killeen now is the north and the south. We've gone through that in San Antonio, we've gone through it in Austin, we've gone through it in Dallas. North is usually high income, newer mobility. South is usually the old. Basically, we have now Killeen the north and the south. So Gilmore has a totally different population than the senior citizen center. I think, and they're working on it, but I can see no reason why they have to raise their own funds. What they want to do is take the patio out there and block it in. And that, to me, shouldn't be a big expense. They really need the extra space. When they have a party at Christmas time and so on, the place is overflowing. Some people can't even get in. The other one has more to do with the history of Killeen, I guess I'd call it, and I've been here since 1963 as a property owner, 3 military tours here, now retired. Congress Park is being whittled away for whatever reason. You know that, as well as I do. It was used in the past for lots of things. It was a prime location for events in Killeen. So anyway, what I would recommend, for whatever reason, Killeen doesn't do anything on 4th of July. That's terrible. We passed that on to Fort Hood. We learned last year Fort Hood is going to start downgrading. They didn't get the money last year to do what they've done. They downgraded it tremendously. So I think that we should do something on 4th of July. In Condor Park is a centennial marker. I haven't seen anything on a centennial marker in a long time here. We tend to build monuments, and then we tend to kind of forget about them, like going down to Town here. Centennial marker is sitting there next to the American Legion marker. It's got the names of all the Killeenites who have died in wars since World War I. I think that needs to be get more people through it or whatever. So anyway, I would like to recommend that we have some kind of 4th of July ceremony, something there, put it in the budget. My opinion, it can come out of hotel motel tax money. A 1/7 of it, the way I understand it, goes for art, 1/7 for history, and the rest for convention. So it could be a historical event. I don't think we've had anything in Centennial Market since it opened in 1982. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Todd. Let me just tell you, as far as Lions Club Park, we appreciate your comments. We're tracking exactly where you are. We know we have some needs there. I would look for maybe the computers to get taken care of before the budget process. We could probably take care of some of that now. We initially had that donation from Time Warner Cable when we had the capital campaign. It's been a number of years ago before it was built. So they donated that graciously. So look for us to improve that. I can also tell you that we have an agreement with Bell County where we have a fiber loop that's going to come in. And it's going to improve services not only at the police station, but throughout the city. And so that next loop is coming around. I know you're very technology savvy, and a lot of your comments were just that. I didn't know about the blinds. We could probably take care of blinds pretty quick. So we'll take care of that. And I think just like everything else, and I know Deanna's here from the library, you know, you see how things evolve. Library services went from checking out books and research and reference material now to the bulk of it, correct me if I'm wrong, Deanna, is technology, you know, computers and so forth. So I think keeping up is important, and I appreciate your comments and hold us to that. And let's see if we can't get that taken care of. The Gilmore Center, we have the project for the community center. We believe there's going to be some cost savings through possibly the HVAC system and some incentives. Anything we save, we're going to go straight to the Gilmore Center. And I know that they're always very resourceful, and they raise funds for small projects. We don't expect them to raise all the funds to enclose a patio or to expand that. We need to address some of the ADA challenges in the restrooms and things like that and get a little better up to speed. So look for that to happen. As part of that $4 million that we're issuing for the general obligation bonds for quality of life, might be the very funds to help us get going with that. What we want to do is get the community center completed. Then, if we have to take the Gilmore Center offline, the operations could move straight to the community center, so we'd never have any disruption other than walking across the parking lot. So look for that to happen. Connor Park, you may have noticed we had the old tennis courts that were underutilized. We probably hadn't had 100 people play tennis out there in the last 10 years. We just dedicated those courts as their basketball courts. One day we had about, I don't know, Williams, 400 or 500 people out there. I've never seen the kind of turnout we had at Conner Park. I beat you to Killeen by a year. I got here in '62. I didn't know much. I was newborn. But I do remember Conner Park being that focal point. I remember taking swimming lessons in Conner Park and all that. So look for some redevelopment to take place. The trend for water sports is spray pads. Our first one is at Long Branch Park, and it's very popular. Junior Service League of Killeen seeded that, and we matched their money. And we have another at Lions Club Park, so look for a couple more of those to pop up. And look for activity at Conner to pick up. We used to have the art festival at Conner Park, and now that's centered in some other places. And we also have downtown revitalization. You're going to see a couple of new programs, which I'm proud to announce. On June the 12th at 4 o'clock, we're going to celebrate the Army's 239th birthday. And we're going to rededicate Memorial Plaza. It should be a nice day, fun day for everyone. So we're thinking events too, sir. And I think that 4th of July, interesting. Fort Hood obviously is the one that takes care of a lot of the activity 4th of July. I understand they're going to increase activity this year. That's just what I understand. I don't know if that is a fact. I can't speak for Fort Hood. But I think you'll see a bigger program out there for the 4th of July. I appreciate your comments. Next. Yes, ma'am.
And